Deadpool and Wolverine was the most hyped movie for tons of film enthusiasts this year, as well as just casual moviegoers. For myself, it was up there in my most anticipated films of the year list. But with failure after failure in the MCU, I had my expectations tempered. The last thing I wanted to do was go in with skyrocket expectations and be let down again. It's happened so many times the past 5 years with Disney properties that I just don't get super excited anymore. Nonetheless, the Deadpool trilogy is now complete, and with the release of Deadpool and Wolverine, I figured let's rank all 3 movies. But before I get started, make sure you click that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you're interested in watching my short format reviews for movies like Deadpool and Wolverine, make sure you give me a follow on Instagram. Now then, let's get to the ranking. I'm not sure how people are going to feel about this, but Deadpool and Wolverine is my least favorite movie of the trilogy. That could change down the line with a couple of rewatches. But as it stands now, the third Deadpool movie comes in last place for me. Don't get me wrong though, just because it's my least favorite of the bunch doesn't mean I dislike the film. I had a pretty damn good time with this entry on opening night last Thursday. It brings everything you'd expect to see out of a Deadpool movie, such as great action, puddles of blood and gore, funny dialogue / fourth wall breaks, a charismatic lead performance from Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, and Hugh Jackman back in that iconic yellow Wolverine suit that I've been wanting to see him wear since he started playing the character in 2000. All of the stuff you want from a Deadpool movie is here, plus a couple pretty fun cameos. But out of the 3 Deadpool flicks, this one easily has the most issues. First off, the villain and story are very bland. I'm not sure what they were thinking with the villain here. It's cool on paper, but the execution was off by a mile. It didn't help that the story got completely derailed by the convoluted MCU multiverse crap that nobody cares about anymore. Also, Deadpool and Wolverine shot itself in the foot by acting as if it's this ultra important superhero movie. The problem is, at the end of the day, this is a Deadpool film. Therefore, by integrating all the multiverse shenanigans, it has difficulty balancing 2 different types of movies. I liked what I saw from the Wolverine stuff in this installment, but because we only just met this version of the character in this movie, I felt like I didn't care about the pain of his past. The film desperately wants you to, but you never fully connect since you didn't see what actually happened to him. And also because anytime they try developing Wolverine here, they cut back to the Deadpool insanity. A longer runtime could have helped with character development. Unfortunately though, at around 2 hours in length, there isn't enough time to care about Wolverine, and his relationship with Deadpool feels half-baked. Listen, it's still a good time, and offers fans fun at the theater. But this isn't some amazing movie despite many claiming that. My guess is that people are saying those things because the MCU has been total ass for years, so they want to feel happy about one movie at least. In the end, this is just an entertaining MCU entry, and that's it. It's not a game changer, it doesn't course correct the MCU like people thought it would, but that's okay. Regardless, I enjoyed the movie, and it's great we finally got an R-rated film in the MCU. Oh, how much I loved it when Deadpool killed those TVA guys in brutal fashion. This was really tough, but I've resorted to putting Deadpool 1 at number 2. This is how I felt for years, and I thought to myself, why change it? Funny enough, I was not a fan of the first Deadpool back in 2016. I thought the humor was really stupid and was disappointed by how little action there was. But looking back, I missed the point. This is actually a really deep movie that has some great themes. It talks a lot about body image, how looks aren't everything, that love transcends all, and how it's important to do hard things for the ones you love. Like for instance, Wade is uncertain about getting treatment for cancer, but ultimately decides he has to for his girlfriend Vanessa, and puts himself through hell just for her. That's the kind of stuff that makes Deadpool a great flick. On top of that, all the things mentioned earlier that make a Deadpool movie fun are of course in the first film. It has some impressive action, a good amount of blood, and Ryan Reynolds in iconic form. I even think Ajax is a really good villain. He's about as evil and cold as it gets, with little remorse for his actions. The film's format helps with pacing too, going back and forth between pre-Deadpool Wade and the entertaining highway action sequence in the middle. The story is great, it's not that long of a movie, which is perfect for the smaller scale, although it would have been nice to receive a few more great action sequences, because the highway scene is incredible, but the budget wasn't there. The humor doesn't always work for me either. Sometimes when characters like TJ Miller's are rambling, the jokes just combine curse words with random objects and sexual innuendos. For some reason, comedy movies since 2010 have written half of their jokes like this, and it's not funny or creative. Now, the humor can still be good, but some of it is also very crude and feels forced. That's just my opinion on comedy though. The first Deadpool movie is excellent, and it was tough not placing it at number 1. But I'm gonna have to put Deadpool 2 at number 1. The themes may no longer be as strong in the Deadpool sequel, but I think the film makes up for that because this is hands down one of the most entertaining, funny, and fast-paced superhero movies of all time. You can tell the budget has been doubled in Deadpool 2. The film as a whole looks cleaner and the action has been refined. Everything just feels updated. And as far as story and characters go, this one steps it up a notch. It's bigger, more exciting, and in comparison to the first movie, I think the humor is better. A lot of that is thanks to the X-Force, who provides several laugh-out-loud moments. Also, the end credits scene kills me every time. I love too how Deadpool doubles down in Deadpool 2 with his selfless nature, who not only finally joins the X-Men because he knows Vanessa would have wanted him to, but also decides to help a younger mutant, Russell, whose future holds a violent path. So Deadpool wants to change that trajectory. This then brings in Cable, played flawlessly by Josh Brolin. To my surprise, they do a lot with his character, and you truly care about him. As stated, Deadpool 2 isn't as strong on the themes as the first, but there's so much good here, and the entertainment value will always be high, so there's no way I couldn't rank it at number 1, even though I thought about putting the 2016 movie in this spot. So there you have it. That is my ranking of all 3 Deadpool movies. But I'm curious to see your ranking. Let me know what that is in the comments. And of course, as always, thank you all so much for watching this ranking video. Again, if you haven't done so already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys later this week. See you then.